Hey, what's up? So I just got up, and on any normal day, other than a storm day, this road is teeming with traffic. So whenever I got up, I saw one PennDOT truck and only one car, which tells me everybody has the right idea. Basically, stay home, dig yourselves out, and recoup. But yeah, not much. Yeah, there comes one of our salt trucks now. Yeah, but yeah, so it's going to be a little bit before we dig this out. The roads this morning when I got up looked exactly the same as when I last videotaped it. You can you can see over there that that curb or that pile of snow was still there from last night. So I think again everybody's got the right idea, and I think everybody's going to stay home. But it's a good thing to see PennDOT is actually on this, and they were on this yesterday, like I said. But yeah, we got a lot of digging out to do. But I'm glad we didn't get the ice that they're getting, in other places. That's the key thing. So, but I can remember in closing, I can remember that the last time I had seen snow this crazy. I mean, look at our mailbox. I don't know if you guys can barely see that. It's up there. Zoom out here. Sorry about that, guys. But the blizzard of '93 was the only time I can ever remember having snow this crazy. But I know for a fact that we got at least 20 some inches of snow, because as I went to bed last night and we hunkered down, it was still snowing. And it's crazy. It's definitely is. It's going to take some time to recover. I can't go anywhere. You know, I got about that much sitting in front of my garage door, and I didn't want to shovel it yesterday because I knew as soon as I did, it would be, futile. I would just keep going at it with no results. But yeah, as far as I know, that this is crazy. This is like no activity this morning, and like I said, this this street's usually, a hotbed for traffic. But I've been up, like I said, since 3 watching this. That plow truck you guys just saw was the only plow truck that I seen. I think it's doing loops. But as far as traffic, there was one car, and it had a heck of a time. It was fishtailing, but it did make it down. So I looked at the parking lot at work, and there was like nobody even there. So again, that tells me everybody's got the right idea to stay home, sort of recover. I would expect today, if they're out most of the day, they would knock not only that snow pile down that I just showed you, but I would also expect the road to be a lot cleaner by the end of the day. And in case you guys didn't see, I mean, if you guys look over, I know the reflections in the mirror, but if you can see that car sitting over there underneath that deck, that is literally how much snow we got, if you want a picture indication. And it's everywhere. It's on that car, And I know they did something last night, but it didn't really look like much. And I don't know if you can tell, they sort of scraped the road and made the sides a little wider. That's the other thing. That yesterday, when cars were making that turn right there, straight ahead, right there was no indication of a curb. People were clipping it. You can see the marks where they, right there where that little jagged area is. People were making that, hitting curbs, and that's one of the dangers that they did say. was that, you know, things like that, mess up cars, dent wheels and people get, bent out of shape. But it's very surprising to see people not chance it. Because around our way, I mean, we go crazy. You guys saw it yesterday. We got a dude in an ATV plowing. I actually seen some snowmobiles, and I wish I would have got that guys for you. There was about 4 or 5 of them that just zipped around, having a good old time. And it's horrible when the only way you can get around was snowmobiles, ATVs, and cat vehicles. But I can honestly say that since the blizzard of '94, I have never seen snow this crazy. I mean, look at our steps. Can't even see them. But yeah, hopefully today they get this all cleaned up. I did not want to stay home today, but declaration of emergency. My dad called me and told me, and he's like, "You are not going anywhere." And I said, "Okay." So it's not like I wanted to stay home. I had planned on coming in, but again, you don't know the intensity of these things. But there is no way that I'm going to drive on this, especially when no one else is, or very few. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be crazy. I mean, unless you got a truck, which this guy does, I don't know. But I'm not crazy, and it seems like the rest of the world is in the same mind frame. So, yeah, it's just very, very crazy. But I just wanted to, give you an update. They did plow, they did throw down some salt. I don't know if it's going to do any good with this cold weather. And like I said, everybody does have the same idea because, like I said, this is a main road. People come from Butler, they go through here to go to work, and I haven't seen anybody really on this street. And I think everybody's taking this declaration of emergency pretty damn seriously because even yesterday, I mean, people that were shoveling the cars that I showed you were back in the house within a half hour. So people are quite aware, or at least some people are quite aware of the fact that, cold weather can be really hazardous to your health. But yeah, so, and yeah, I don't know, guys. It's just one of those crazy things. And I think the other thing is we're going to remember this for a long time. We're going to try to forget, but this storm Fern is going to be compared to the blizzard of '93. You mark my words, if it hasn't already. But I know there's a lot of closings today, and I know that there's going to be a lot of people. Montauk, my current school, or the school in my school district here, has actually called off. I think a lot of other ones did. I think that if they are open today, they're really, really, really out of their tree because ain't nobody going nowhere, But who knows? Maybe today at lunchtime it'll be a different animal, and we'll see some improvement here. But as far as right now, things are looking pretty good. The only thing again is the cold weather. I don't know if that salt is going to actually do much, but at least if you can clear the road, scrape it down to pretty much nothing, which they almost had yesterday, and then we got, a heck of a blowback from snow, that you'd be all right. But this is one of the craziest things I have ever seen. And if you do go out, be careful of your curbs and your, snow piles like we're looking at right now. Because the last thing you need is to get your car messed up and all this mess. So, anyway, peace. See you on the next one.